Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and today we have a lockpick set which is being sold by SubtleDigs, who are an online-only company run by two people. They contacted me and said, would I like to review their kits, and had a look at their website. All looked very nice, and I thought, why not? What's the harm? So here it is. This is the trifold set. Comes in quite a nice box. I think if you're going to buy somebody a gift of a lockpick set, that actually is quite a nice touch. I think it looks nice anyway. And inside is that trifold case. It's not real leather, but it looks and feels very nice. Got a nice wide, strong fastener on it. And I think it looks pretty smart actually overall. It's got some nice sort of, feels like nylon, saying bit sort of rugged at the back, which is probably quite durable. Really nicely laid out. Yeah, I think first impressions are, in terms of looks, pretty nice. Okay, in terms of first impressions about what you get inside, seems like you get quite a nice range of profiles of picking tools, and in terms of tension tools, well, I always like to see more than 2 tension tools in a kit, and you get 5 here, which I think is really nice. So, what should we look at first? Let's have a look at these tension tools. So, first off, I can see that you get some normal L wrenches, one sort of thicker one sort of thinner one, all very nice, quite versatile. Like I said, you never have enough of these. Very few kits though do come with about 20 or 30 tension tools, which is what I like to carry around. So, you know, five's a nice number, I think, for a starter kit. So got those ones. What else do we have? We have a wire tension tool. You don't see these in many kits, but I actually carry one in my kit all the time just because I find them very strong. I can put a lot of tension on with one of these, which is actually quite helpful in some circumstances. What else do we have? We have 2 Z bars, 2 flat bars. Again, I've seen plenty of these. They're pretty versatile. Nothing wrong with them at all. What can you say? There we go. Okay, in terms of the picks then, I think probably best to get these out of the kit and have a look at them individually. So here we are with all the picks laid out as they were in the kit. And first impressions are, well, the actual shank heights of the pick tools themselves are relatively thick. That isn't necessarily a problem. I think if you're going to be picking a lot of locks with open keyways that you find more commonly in the United States and Australia and New Zealand, it does add obviously more durability and strength to the pick, but it does limit you in that some of those tighter European style keyways you might struggle to get some of these picks into. In terms of the actual pick thickness as well, they are on the thicker side, coming in at around 29-30 thousandths of an inch, which again is quite wide, I think, for those of us that are more used to picking European style locks. However, having tools with sort of thicker material and wider shanks isn't actually that uncommon in the United States. So that being said, overall finish, these are made of 301 stainless, which is a really good pick material. It's got a bit of spring to it. It doesn't deform that easily. It's quite strong, especially when it's thicker with wider shanks like this. It hasn't been tumbled, but the edges aren't sharp either. I mean, I think you'd use these out of the pack. You may want to run a bit of sandpaper around the edges. Up to you, I guess. But overall, it's not too bad in terms of out of the pack finish. A bit rough in places, but at the very least usable. In terms of profiles then, well, let's just look at this one first because it's the key extractor, and you know, I've only ever really needed to use one once. It's nice to have in a kit, I suppose, but it's not one which I particularly use. It does seem to be quite sharp. It's got quite a nice little barb on the end, so yeah, definitely going to be usable. Let's have a look at things like the hooks. What have you got? Well, this is the shortest hook, but I'd say that's more of a medium height. Certainly usable, but if you're looking for something which will act like a shallow or short hook, then this half diamond is going to sort of work on things a bit better. In terms of hooks again, you also have this really deep hook here. And these Gonzo hooks, again, have limited usability. However, where I have found them very useful is when I'm picking lever locks. And I can actually use these deep hooks to press on levers. A bit of a niche application, but again, usable. In terms of rakes, what do we have? Well, we've got a few different rakes here. We have double peak, triple peak, and city rakes. Very nice. All very usable. You also have a snake rake. Here we go. Which is a little shallow, but still quite nice. And then you actually have this, which is quite an odd profile. And I actually, out of all of the profiles here, this is the one which I probably wouldn't use. Not least because the angle of attack here, it's actually quite high, and it's pretty hard to actually slip underneath pins, even in keyways as wide as this. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of that profile. In terms of sort of hybrid picks, I guess we have, I've mentioned this one already, but you've got a couple of these half diamonds, a small and a large. Again, nothing wrong with those. Half diamonds are incredibly versatile. And then you have some ball rakes, well, a snowman and a half ball, both exceedingly good at picking wafer locks. That being said, so are the half diamonds too. Again, both very versatile profiles. So overall, in terms of the number and type of profiles that you actually get, I think you're pretty well catered for. Even if there are maybe, you know, one or two tools which you probably won't use, you still have quite a lot of very usable profiles. I think the best thing to do is see some in action. So I'm going to be using the types of locks which these picks are most suited to, which are these North American style open keyways, and we're just going to go in and we're going to have a little rake on this first using the city rake. I say rake, it's more of a rocking action than anything else. Withdraw it, move a bit higher, a bit lower. And we've got an open. So I'm going to use this double peak here as a kinetic attack. So just going to insert this all the way to the back, just apply a tiny bit of tension and pull out, and we've got an open straight away. So these can be very effective if used correctly. I think we'll do a bit of single pin picking now with this medium hook on this lock here. There we go. And just to show how versatile the small half diamond is and how it's actually really useful to use as a substitute shallow hook, let's go pick the same lock again, but with this one. Oh, and there we are. Good stuff. So what does this kit set you back? Well, at the time of me making this video, their website states that this whole kit, the 5 tension tools, the 11 lockpicks, the broken key extractor, and that nice trifold case all together comes to $39.98, about £32-ish. That's actually, I think, priced reasonably. It's very nicely presented. It's got quite a lot of useful profiles in here. One thing I would say, however, is that currently I think they only ship within the United States themselves, which may disappoint some of you who are interested in this kit and live outside of the United States. I do, however, have a small answer to that, which is that SubtleDigs were very kind enough to send me 2 extra kits. And you can win these. All you need to do is leave just one comment below this video, subscribe to my channel, because I like to give stuff away to subscribers, like the video, because who doesn't like to be liked, right? And read the rules. Then at some point, usually a week or so later, I'll do a random draw based on the comments underneath this video, and we'll pick out 2 separate winners to win these kits. I'll even throw in some Lock Noob stickers to the winners as well. You can't say fairer than that, can you? So there you go. That's the SubtleDigs trifold pick set. I hope you enjoyed that. It's a bit different. It's always nice to review something which is from a different manufacturer. Let me know in the comments what you think. Again, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you want to be part of this prize draw, and I'll see you all next time.